Opposition parliamentarians arrested over illegal protest. Citizens concerned over rising cost of food items. Linden man pleads guilty to luring a minor. In the region, 25 killed in Rio de Janeiro's deadliest police raid, and internationally, inside the battle over COVID vaccine intellectual property rights. Greetings and welcome to another edition of Channel 2 Headline News Update. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. The Ghana Police Force has issued a wanted bulletin for Adolph Joseph, whose last known address is Swan Squatting Area, Linden, Suicide Highway. 19-year-old Joseph is wanted for a murder committed on Roy Ross at Swan, Linden, Suicide Highway, which occurred sometime between April 4th and May 4th, 2021. Anyone with information that may lead to the arrest of Adolph Joseph is asked to contact the police on telephone numbers 227-2603, 911 or the nearest police station. A Wismar man today was brought before the Linden Magistrates Court charged with luring a minor. Esther Soares has that story.
A Linden man yesterday appeared before Magistrate Wanda Fortune at the Linden Magistrate Court via Zoom. 32-year-old Johan London, a registered nurse of Section C Christianburg, Wismar, Linden, was arrested, charged and sentenced for child luring, contrary to Section 15(4)(a) of the Cybercrime Act No. 16 of 2018. London used the internet to communicate with a minor with the intent to engage in sexual conversations or sexual activities with the said minor. He pleaded guilty to the charge and was sentenced to 3 years in prison. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Soares.
Thanks, Esther. As abuse against children continues, we tell you now that Michael Kendall, a police officer, and Eon Franklin were today arraigned before Principal Magistrate Sheridel Isaac Marcus, where they were placed on $300,000 bail each for conducting sexual activities with a child under the age of 16 on December 3rd, 2020. Due to the incident of COVID-19, the management of the National Insurance Scheme has made a decision to temporarily close its head office located at Brickdam and Winter Place, Georgetown. This closure, which takes effect from today, Friday, May 7, 2021 at 12 hours, will facilitate the testing of staff for the virus and the sanitizing of the building and compound. Operations will resume on Tuesday, May 11, 2021. All local offices, as well as the office situated at Camp and Ben Streets, will remain open to the public. Pensioners are encouraged to utilize the services of these other locations. NIS regrets all inconvenience caused. Stick around, we've got more news for you after the break.
Alabama Trading has everything you need every day. The best brands at the lowest prices. And right now, you can save much more on a larger range of food products and everyday essentials. Choose from our extensive array of fresh and packaged food items. Plus, there's a huge variety in ladies' handbags and accessories, children toys, backpacks and school bags, bicycles, rugs, outdoor and indoor furniture, cleaning and sanitizing products, and so much more. Alabama Trading. Better products, better prices.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hurry down to Zasco on 15 North Road between Camp and Wellington Streets for all your holiday shopping. Quality products at low cost for every room in your home. Specials on 65-inch and 55-inch Hisense TVs, Samsung French door fridges, Black & Decker appliances, iron, rice cookers, 2 and 4 slice toasters, coffee makers, kettles, and toaster ovens. Queen and king size Canadian-made mattresses, German-made pressure pot in 5, 6, 7, and 9 liters, 12 pieces pot sets, knife sets, cutlery sets and pans, commercial fans, Samsung smart stoves. Sale 5 to 15% off store-wide.
Welcome back. Opposition parliamentarians Annette Ferguson and Chief Whip Christopher Jones are among several persons who were today charged with participating in a protest which was not authorized by the police. The other persons, namely Mark Griffith, Gary Morris, Malcolm Bellison, Travis Ellis, Gordon Lucas, and George Haley, are reportedly supporters of the APNU plus AFC coalition. Ferguson was also charged for allegedly obstructing a police officer. She was placed on $30,000 bail. The others were all placed on $20,000 bail each. They all pleaded not guilty to the charges. The illegal procession refers to a gathering outside of the High Court on April 26. On this date, scores of APNU AFC supporters gathered outside of the court and marched through the city streets following the dismissal of the party's election petition by Chief Justice Roxanne George. They were expected to return to court on May 14th. Opposition leader Joseph Harmon, Darren Wade, Geeta Charandan Edmond, and Ronald Daniels are listed as attorneys in this matter. Guywo customers will benefit from a reduction in their water rates as the Public Utilities Commission has issued an order granting the necessary approval for a 5% reduction in Guyana's Water Incorporated water tariff retroactive to March 4th. The PUC chairman, Della Britton, noted that notwithstanding the loss of revenue that would be incurred by the reduction, they are convinced that the utility company will have enough inflow by other means to absorb that cost. In 2021, the government promised in the national budget to reduce the water rates and as such, filed an application with the PUC for the 5% reduction on the water charges. Though this move will be beneficial for Guyanese, the water company stands to lose approximately $202 million per year as a result of the reduction. As the Sobers took our cameras to the streets today to speak with citizens who voiced their concerns about the recent surge in goods and commodities.
During the recent weeks, the regular shopper, housewife, and mostly market vendors have raised concern over the spike in basic food items. Today, Headline News spoke to several vendors who aired their concerns.
Oil, milk, cheese, split peas, chana, black eye, most of the items raised. And it's slow up the market. And customers come and say everything gone up. And they don't want to shop, they go away.
You used to buy a bag of sugar for $6.5. Now you're buying a sugar for $8.5.
So how has it been affecting your business now with profits and the person?
You got to try your best. You can't kill the customers because we need the customers. However, we could sell it and try and sit down and see what best solution I could come up with to help out the poorer class of people.
Yeah, when you go to the supermarket, when you're normally paying $3,400 for a bottle of gas, you're paying $4,000. Every single thing raised. They tell you that they take off the VAT from the water and the light. Every single thing, on just the internet, they take off the VAT from. Everything just keep going up.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, there has seen a decline in sales and revenue. With the recent price increase, persons are asking for prices for various items to be reduced.
This oil raise, split peas. They got one thing, things all raised up. You know what I mean? That's what's going on in this place.
So this affects you because I don't know if you're a house.
I'm a housewife, yes, but no matter how, if you get the money or so, it still would affect you. Don't that you gotta put more into things when your money could be buying extra things and so.
We would like him to look into the business, especially the sellers, and see what he can do to assist us.
As part of the measures in 2021 and as part of their campaign promises, the government had announced a reduction in water rates and the restoring of the value-added tax zero rate on basic food items and household necessities. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. After the break, we have your regional and international news.
Hurry down to Zasco on 15 North Road between Camp and Wellington Streets for all your holiday shopping. Quality products at low cost for every room in your home. Specials on 65-inch and 55-inch Hisense TVs, Samsung French door fridges, Black & Decker appliances, iron, rice cookers, 2 and 4 slice toasters, coffee makers, kettles, and toaster ovens. Queen and king size Canadian-made mattresses, German-made pressure pot in 5, 6, 7 and 9 liters, 12 pieces pot sets, knife sets, cutlery sets and pans, commercial fans, Samsung smart stoves, sale 5 to 15% off store-wide.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Linden's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Oh gosh, what's this? Me son can't read or spell. Stop! 0 out of 20. Is what I gonna do here?
Hi guys, my name is Ms. Singh and I'm the senior teacher at the Treasure After School program. Due to the spread of the coronavirus and the need for social distancing, we have moved our in-class learning activities to online via Skype. On the online site, we will be focusing on spelling, phonics, reading, and the National Grade 6 assessments. For more information, you can inbox us or call us.
Contact us on 675-4379.
I can call them now.
Hidden Treasures, discovering gems in young minds.
Alabama Trading has everything you need every day. The best brands at the lowest prices. And right now, you can save much more on a larger range of food products and everyday essentials. Choose from our extensive array of fresh and packaged food items. Plus, there's a huge variety in ladies' handbags and accessories, children toys, backpacks and school bags, bicycles, rugs, outdoor and indoor furniture, cleaning and sanitizing products, and so much more. Alabama Trading. Better products, better prices.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at news in the region and around the world. A large police operation targeting drug trafficking in the Brazilian city of Rio de Janeiro has ended with the deaths of at least 25 people, including one officer. Al Jazeera's Teresa Bo reports.
It was the deadliest operation in Rio de Janeiro in years. The police entered the favela of Jacarezinho, allegedly to fight the recruitment of children and teenagers by a criminal organization. Suspects tried to escape across rooftops as police entered the slum in armored vehicles and helicopters flew over the area. The intense firefight left at least 25 people dead, among them a police officer. Rio has suffered for years from drug-related violence, and attempts by different administrations have failed to control it. Police say Jacarezinho was one of the bases of Comando Vermelho, the most powerful drug trafficking group in the country. They say among the dead were leaders of the gang that dominated life in the slum. At least 10 suspects were arrested. But human rights groups say the operation was mounted to avenge the deaths of 4 police officers a few days earlier. The Supreme Court has banned security operations in Rio slums because of the abuses and killings denounced by residents in the city's poorest areas. The Institute of Public Security says almost 500 people have been killed so far this year at the hands of the police. Some of the residents are angry. They say the police committed a massacre and are demanding an investigation. Joel Luis Acosta is a human rights lawyer in Rio.
Entramos em umas 5, 6 casas. They entered with the same dynamic to 5 or 6 houses. Houses destroyed, shootings, executions. That was an execution. One man died sitting on a chair. From a chair nobody shoots. It was cruel, barbaric. This has no solution.
Jacarezinho is one of the poorest communities in Rio. Most residents here are caught in the middle of a conflict between criminal organizations and the police. Teresa Bo, Al Jazeera.
And internationally, the U.S. has begun its withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan. But as soldiers head home, the lives of thousands of Afghans who have worked for the American government are at risk. Al Jazeera has more.
Arzu knew she was risking it all when she started working as a contractor for the U.S. government. Her house has been attacked, and she's received many threats. Her supervisor suggested she apply for a special immigrant visa for herself and her family to safely move to the U.S. That was in 2017. She's still waiting for approval.
In this country, most of the people are not agree, even the women who work for Afghans. The worst thing is that the situation is getting worse day by day. And as we all know, the Taliban will take over the government. So what will happen to our lives? The main thing which I'm concerned is about myself and my family's security. Who would take this responsibility? Because most of the people can recognize me, even though I'm hiding myself, but I cannot guarantee that.
Arzu is one of about 18,000 Afghans who have worked alongside U.S. troops, diplomats and other government personnel and are awaiting decisions on those special immigrant visas. The process is long and grueling. A report published in early April found the program ineffective in addressing the needs of those applying.
By law, the application process should take 9 months. But on average, it takes 4 years, if not more. Since the announcement of the troop withdrawal, the U.S. State Department has said it is aware of the risks Afghan visa applicants face and that it is committed to the program.
But it has yet to commit to any concrete reforms to address the backlog or accelerate visa approval. As U.S. troops withdraw, pressure from Congress and organizations, including No One Left Behind, has been mounting.
If we don't do anything, if we do not expedite this process, I'm pretty much sure after the withdrawal, they will be tortured and killed in front of their family, and their videos will be uploaded on the social media for other people to not support the U.S. government in the future.
Dozens of Afghans who worked with Australian troops in Afghanistan are also pleading to have their protection visa applications processed. The Taliban considers those Afghans who worked with the U.S. and other foreign countries as traitors and has vowed retribution against them. Dozens of Afghan interpreters and contractors have already been killed, several while waiting for their visas.
I have no option. The option I have is the only way to die here in this country or get my visa to have safe life in the States.
Since 2009, when the visa program was established, thousands of Afghans, many with their families, have relocated to the United States. And Arzu, along with thousands of others, desperately want to join them before it's too late. Filia Contrafuri, Al Jazeera, Kabul.
And finally, the German pharmaceutical company that developed a COVID-19 vaccine along with Pfizer has hit out at a proposal to suspend intellectual property rights. Al Jazeera's Elizabeth Puranam reports.
Long lines outside vaccination centres have become an increasingly common sight in India. Those who manage to make an appointment consider themselves lucky.
We had to really struggle for it because I tried doing it last night. It did not happen because to the time I managed to log in and book a slot, everything was booked. Then I tried again today in the morning, so somehow I got the center.
India is the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, but it doesn't have enough COVID vaccines for its own people.
Despite the government expanding the vaccination program to include everyone above the age of 18 from the start of May, the number of daily inoculations has come down from a peak of 4.5 million on the 5th of April to less than 2 million exactly 1 month later. Now, there are signs at this centre saying it's one of the biggest in the world, but this is a private facility, meaning only those who can pay for a jab or who have the technology to register online get access. India has been leading the calls for pharmaceutical companies to drop patents so it can boost vaccine production. And on Thursday, the government welcomed the news the US is supporting the waiving of intellectual property rights. But there needs to be consensus from the other members of the World Trade Organization, the WTO, and that might not happen soon.
We're really talking about the US position as it relates to the WTO process, right? And that process will take a series of months and requires a unanimous point of view to move forward.
But time is of the essence. Health experts say the removal of patents would save millions of lives, not just in India, but around the world.
If global leaders really feel in earnest that no country is safe till every country is safe, this is the time to prove it, because we are all in it together, and there is a vulnerability of every country, even if it has currently entered the safe zone. If we do not control it elsewhere, the pandemic could recycle itself.
India and South Africa first approached the World Trade Organization in September. Since then, new, more contagious variants of the virus have emerged in India, with scientists warning vaccines will have to be updated to remain effective. Elizabeth Puranam, Al Jazeera, New Delhi.
And that's it for today's regional and international news. Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. That's it for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Update. Tune in on Monday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to subscribe, like and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Until then, stay safe and take care.